Bitcoiners are taking victory laps, and you know what? It doesn't appear to be slowing down. BlackRock files to purchase more Bitcoin. Let's dive into this story because I think there's a little bit of confusion around it. Welcome back, everyone. Let's dive into this story. Hey, why not? Let's do some hopium. I don't know how I necessarily feel about this. I know that people think that this means that BlackRock is going to be buying more Bitcoin, but we're gonna take a look at this story. I don't think that's what it is. I think it's just them going to be purchasing shares of these ETFs for their sovereign funds. Anyways, let's dive into the story. Here we go. BlackRock filed with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission to inform the agency that its strategic income opportunities portfolio will begin investing in Bitcoin through the approved spot ETFs. Okay, so that tells me that they are going to purchase shares of these ETFs, which, of course, we assume will equal these ETF providers having to purchase Bitcoin on the open market. Anyways, the fund may acquire shares in exchange-traded products that seek to reflect generally the performance of the price of Bitcoin by directly holding Bitcoin. This is where it gets a little confusing. Including shares of a Bitcoin ETP sponsored by an affiliate of BlackRock. If we actually take a look at the SEC filing, under normal market conditions, the fund will invest in a combination of fixed income securities, including but not limited to high yield securities, international securities, emerging markets, debt, and mortgages. Depending on market conditions, the fund may invest in other market sectors. Fixed income securities are debt obligations such as bonds and debentures, U.S. government securities, debt obligations of domestic and non-U.S. corporations, debt obligations of non-U.S. governments and their political subdivisions, asset-backed securities, various mortgage-backed securities, other floating and variable rate obligations, convertible securities, municipal obligations, zero coupon debt securities. Does any of this sound like actual Bitcoin? Any of it? Any of it? Anyways, the fund may invest up to 15% of its net assets in collateralized debt obligations, guys. Okay, look. I know as Bitcoiners, we want to believe that these institutions are going to do the quote unquote right thing, which is, hey, when these funds are purchasing purchasing shares from the ETF, we'd like to imagine that BlackRock and all of these ETF providers are going to go out and purchase Bitcoin. But again, I've brought this up on several occasions. I have yet to have anybody actually provide, or even myself find any piece of information detailing how much Bitcoin they, and when I say they, I'm talking about BlackRock, I'm talking about the ETF providers, how much Bitcoin are these ETF providers supposed to hold in relation to the shares that they issue? Sorry, I'm not seeing it. So to me, there is no obligation for them to hold any certain amount of Bitcoin. So guys, I know that this is, I know that this is quote unquote adoption, and it's Bitcoin being accepted by the legacy financial system, and for the the people who only want NGU, don't give a shit about any of the freedom enabling tech, they're thrilled with all of this. Okay? But for those of us that are also about the freedom enabling technology and are about the fact that we can create a parallel system with Bitcoin, this is just noise. This is really just noise. These are fiat games. These are the legacy institutions playing the games that they always play, and essentially just creating money out of thin air. So yeah, look, I'm not saying it's bad news that they're doing this. I do believe it's good news in terms of perception. This is fantastic marketing for Bitcoin, but at the same time, I'm just cautioning people, don't get overly excited. They're not going to be buying as much Bitcoin as we think. And also just remember, they are, according to their own documentation and their own filing, they don't have to purchase Bitcoin. They could purchase a whole bunch of other crap. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Did I get it wrong? Hey, look, I could have gotten it wrong. I'm always looking to learn. Anyways, let me know what you think. Put it in the comments, guys. That's the clip for today. I'm going to catch you tomorrow.